but she'll be out in front making the pace if we get what we expect. Number 15 on the inside is Welsh international Kim Locke from Cardiff. 3,000 metres, 7.5 laps of the track. And there's quite a lot of shouting going on in the background. Unsettling the athletes, and there's, I don't know whether it's down near the start, but there's quite a lot of shouting, whether it was barracking or not, I don't know, or whether it was just enthusiasm. But I think there's a banner out there. First past the post, if she's got an Olympic qualifying time, will be selected. And the Olympic qualifying time is 9 minutes and 5 seconds. And we've already got 11 qualifiers. Zola Budd keeping out of trouble right at the back of the field and very, very wide indeed. Debbie Peel up there with the leaders. Right behind her, Christine Benning. And also there is Ruth Smith of Aldershot, the same club as Zola Budd. Zola Budd coming up on the outside now. Out of trouble, and she's going to go to the front almost immediately. Debbie Peel on the inside. Zola Budd's right there. And also up there is Jane Furness, 7th in the World Championship from Sheffield. So they're going to try and keep the pressure on Budd and not let her run away from them. Still Debbie Peel leading. Budd in second place. Jane Furness and one of the Tubies, 3rd and 4th. Christine Benning, about 7th or 8th. Brendan Foster.
Well, actually, I expected Zola to stay off the pace for a little while, and then we maybe see her running over the last 4 laps, but she's really gone about this aggressively. And it's interesting to see Jane Furness, who really is in 3rd place there, who's one of our better athletes. She's one of our world-class 3,000-metre runners. She followed Zola Budd and very quickly got detached. And I just wonder what kind of pace they're running here, because the field's really springing out very quickly.
First lap, 67 seconds, and that's inside a British record pace. Zola Budd leading, Debbie Peel in second place. Jane Furness in 4th, 3rd and 4th girls are already losing touch. And she really is pounding along in front. And looking very impressive indeed. She's really strung that field out.
This is really aggressive running. That's very, very fast. You can tell the way the girls are strung out how fast they're going. And Zola Budd is just pushing along. She's starting to make it look like a men's distance running race, because you can see them applying the pace. And the girls behind her, Jane Furness in 4th place, Debbie Peel in 2nd, Tooby in 3rd place, and Chris Benning. They're world-class athletes, and we're starting to see something which we read about in the magazines going on in South Africa, but we hadn't really seen on the track in Britain, and we're seeing it tonight, the front-running genius here.
A little bit of a demonstration at one point in the stands, but now the athletics has taken over, and the crowd has taken over Zola Budd as well. They realise they're seeing something sensational. The second lap, 68 seconds after 67, 2:15 at 800, and she's on schedule at the moment for something inside 8 minutes 40 seconds. The Commonwealth record held by Wendy Sly, who's ill and can't compete tonight, 8:37.06. Five laps to go. And Budd running right away from Debbie Peel. And Christine Benning making no attempt, or Jane Furness, to go with the pace. She's really burned them off. So Angela Tooby now has gone into second place, the Cardiff girl. And what a lovely stride this Zola Budd's got. She really does flow over the ground. Very wide arm carriage, but her leg action is absolutely perfect. She just knocked in a 69-second lap, still on target for the British record.
Well, the British girls in the chasing group really now should concentrate on getting together and trying to push themselves along to a fast time. Chris Benning is a very experienced athlete in 3rd place there, just moving alongside one of the two Tooby twins there from Cardiff. But Chris Benning moving into 2nd place now. She's been against the world-class distance runners from Russia and East Germany before. She's never seen anybody take a 3,000 metres race out like this before. But I mean, there are 3 places for selection. There's Wendy Sly, the UK record holder, who isn't here tonight. But there are places for selection, and it's about time they started thinking about keeping cool and doing their best, because this kind of pace we really haven't seen on a track in England before.
Actually, interesting, Brendan, that the chasing group are just beginning to close very slightly. Christine Benning, well, the pace has been very even in front, 67, 68, 69, but they are beginning to close very slightly. That's Angela Tooby in second place. Jane Furness is up there, Christine Benning's up there, and Susan Tooby as well. Just completed 4 laps, 4:35 for 4 laps, and that was a slower lap at 71. And in fact, they're now something outside. That's about 8:33, 8:34, slowing down a little bit, but they still are inside the British record.
But doesn't Zola Budd look so good? She's stretching out there. She's looking quite comfortable. She's looking strong. And, you know, let's not get the wrong idea, but these girls behind are world-class long-distance and 3,000-meter runners. There are 4 of them, and they're all British girls. They're all very good. They've had great experience on cross-country and 3,000 meters. So it's not an easy field she's running against. And look what she's doing to them. It's really impressive, and I'm very, very happy that we've seen for once in a long time a British girl taking out a field like this.
She's starting to go away again. Angela Tooby in second place. Christine Benning is third. Susan Tooby fourth. And Jane Furness in fifth place. That was a 70-second lap, so she started to increase the pace again. Only 5 feet 2, weighs 6.5 stones, but she's got some power in those legs. And there's tremendous applause for her in the main stand. But she's beginning to suffer a little bit now at 800 meters to go.
Well, she had to come here and run like this to take the pressure off all the external things that have been happening to her. And I think every athlete in Britain who's watching this will be happy that now she's able just to go out and run. And hopefully people will start talking about her running ability and not about the other things that seem to surround her life since she came from South Africa.
Well, she's got the stride going again, and she's certainly broken the British girls now. Angela Tooby in second place, and Christine Benning is back now. Some way back, dropped from the other 3 British girls. It's Angela Tooby in second place, Susan Tooby's third, and Jane Furness in fourth place. Has completed 6 laps, and that was another 70-second lap. And she's almost on pace for the British record, just about level pace for the British record. British record held by Wendy Sly. It's also the Commonwealth record, 8 minutes 37.06. Coming up to the bell. And as she goes through, she's got to run the last lap in about 67 seconds, which is on. Which is certainly on for the record. Tooby in second place. Furness is third. And Susan Tooby fourth. Christine Benning fifth. But she's really accelerating down that back straight now. The Jubilee stand rising to her. And I wonder how many recognize that here we're seeing possibly a new record run. 200 meters left. It's a battle with the clock. And a battle with herself. Remember the target, 8 minutes 37.06, set by Wendy Sly. She's beginning to tire now, the legs are getting heavy. But she could do it. The crowd doing all they can to help. It's going to be very, very close, but she's slowing down all the time, and I think she'll just miss it. And in fact, it's just outside the British record. But an emphatic win for Zola Budd, and that surely means Olympic selection. In second place, Angela Tooby. In third place, Jane Furness. In fourth place, Susan Tooby. And in fifth place, Christine Benning. And sixth will be Kathy Carter from Sale. 8 minutes, 40.22 seconds. The second fastest time ever by a British athlete. Brendan Foster.
Well, that was an excellent run. I mean, the British record held by Wendy Sly was done in the World Championships in great competition. We saw this girl come here. She led almost from the start, and having been exposed to myself in the past at Crystal Palace like she's been in the lead, I can imagine she's going to be able to go a lot faster than that. And it was a tough race. She ran hard, she pushed herself, but she certainly won the hearts here at Crystal Palace, and she won the hearts for running. It was a great run in second place by Angela Tooby, and in third place by Jane Furness. It would have been pretty quick, and I would imagine that we're looking at Olympic selection for those two girls. Here she is to receive the claim of the crowd.
Coming across to the main stand, and just listen to the applause. And this crowd has enjoyed a new world junior record. 8 minutes, 40.2 seconds, a new world junior best. It's not quite as fast as she's run in South Africa, but her time in South Africa not recognised because the South Africans are not members of the International Federation.
Gentleman on the left there going forward to protect her is a club president who met her for the first time at Cwmbran. He's absolutely delighted, though, Aldershot Parliament District. And that was an impressive piece of front running, and this crowd at Crystal Palace particularly love front runners. And she set off after about 200 metres, took the lead, and never looked like losing it after that.
Yes.
Actually, her time is the fastest in the world this year, as well as being a world junior best. She has run fast for us.